What's happening, Hammers? Dan Lawless here, back with another edition of the West Ham Week, where I take three of the top stories from West Ham from throughout the week and break them down into 2-minute sections. We're going to be talking about reported huge losses for the London Stadium and the LDC this year. We're also talking about the chief of referees coming out admitting the mistake that was made for the Haller penalty, and a lot of the pundits that seems to be criticising Declan Rice this week. Going to be talking about all of that. Don't forget, if you like our t-shirts, you can check them out in the link in the description down below. Have a look at the full range and see what you think. Also check out my other channel, Dan Damo and Jace. But anyway, let's get into it. Start the timer now. So, as I mentioned, it's being reported from club sources, so get your pinches of salt ready. But according to, I think it was Claret and Hugo and stuff like that, a club source apparently have come out and said that they've had a meeting, or coming up with a meeting at the LDC. They're set to report massive financial losses this year of the tune of around £25.5 million, despite having the baseball this year that was hoped to bring in some extra revenue. It's still not looking good, and that doesn't surprise me. It really doesn't surprise me. They've been losing money, you know, since post-Olympics, and it's just, I don't know why they're being so stubborn and trying to cling on for dear life. You're losing that much money, give it up, just let us have the stadium. It's simple as that. Like, what's the point? Just because you want your legacy, but your legacy is needlessly costing taxpayers millions and millions of pounds a year. So you're wasting money, and where we could have a great stadium. Look, obviously West Ham, we're still going to do stuff in the community, give out tickets to local kids and stuff like that. All of that stuff, we're good for the stadium, we're good for the community. So why not just, you know, cut your losses and let us have it? Do it in Birmingham. You've got the Athletics you can have in there, or Crystal Palace, or something like that. The fact that they're being so stubborn, it don't make sense. There's no way that they're going to be making money. There's no way for them to turn it around. We're not going to pay more money, which was their only sort of solution of West Ham paying more money. It's not going to happen. We've got it in black and white. So I think it's just a matter of time before we own the stadium. That it's not sustainable at all. So we'll see. Also coming up, VAR, hot topic this season in the Premier League. Very, very hot topic. And 2 weeks ago, sorry, I'm a bit out of sorts. today. 2 weeks ago, Norwich, Sebastian Haller wrongly had a penalty waved off. It was as blatant as you like. It was right in front of the referee's eyes. Unbelievable. I can't remember the Norwich player, but he completely misses the ball and takes his leg out. Stonewall penalty as you like. Ref waves it off, and VAR does not reverse the decision and does not give a penalty. Now, the chief of referees, Mike Riley, has admitted the errors. He come out and said it was one of 4 errors that have been made in VAR. I'm not sure what the other ones are, but he said there are examples where VAR could have had a benefit and intervened to help the referee on the day. The mistakes are all about judgment of VAR and the process we adopt. So this is the thing. I think the issue is the VAR sort of officials being too scared or not wanting to undermine the referee by overruling their decisions. It seems to be they're more likely to be given if it's a situation of where the ref is in his earpiece. You know, like if there's a penalty, he goes, right, I'll give the penalty and then we'll check VAR because I'm not sure. Rather than like when it's a situation of the ref confidently makes a decision, they don't want to overrule it. And what's the point in having VAR if they're not going to, you know, too scared to undermine the ref? They're supposed to be there for when the ref gets it wrong. So they need to really, really sort that out. Otherwise, it's completely pointless having it. Now, we ultimately won the game, but that might have cost us the game. Or like it's obviously as well not helped our goal difference. So this is something they need to sort out big time. This past week, obviously, Declan Rice has been on international duty with England, starting both games against Bulgaria and Kosovo. Now, The Kosovo game, overall, you know, he had a great game against Kosovo, but made one error that led to a goal. So he made a tackle that led to a goal for England, but then also made a sort of a misplaced pass that led to Kosovo getting a goal. Now, because of this error, it seems neutral fans, all these you know, fans that anti-West Ham fans have used it as a stick to beat Declan Rice. But the pundits have been coming so hard at Declan Rice. People like Glenn Hoddle, Charlie Nicholas, Paul Ince has come out and, you know, and said, oh, he's not good enough for Man United. And Charlie Nicholas was a funny one when he predicted us to lose against, I think he predicted us to lose against Aston Villa, but he said basically that Jack Wilshere will be back in with Mark Noble, because Declan Rice is too clumsy and makes too many mistakes. And it's just, it baffles me that these people get paid. They do this for a living. They do this for a living, and to say that because of one misplaced pass, never mind everything else he did, the great stats that he had in that game, one misplaced pass, he's suddenly not good enough, he's error prone, he's clumsy. This, it astounds me, and this is the problem, that these pundits, that their job is to watch football, and they clearly don't watch much football outside the top six. They clearly don't. If I'm getting paid the money that they're getting paid, I'm watching as much football as I possibly can. This is a young English player. They should be excited. You know what I mean? They should be supporting him. This is the future. But instead, they want to break him down. And thankfully, Rice has got a good character. He said, you know, he's going to ignore it and do his thing. But yeah, shit pundits in this country. Anyway, so it's so hard. You know what? Some of them, especially that one, I could have gone on for another 2 minutes on that one, seriously. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'd like to hear what you guys have to say about each one of these subjects. Yeah, the pundits one, it definitely does my head in massively. But yeah, Nicky and I, we're going to be going to Aston Villa on Monday, travelling up there. So if you want a fan cam, come and find us. I'll be staying up there, and yeah, see us after the game, and hopefully we'll be talking about a win. Fingers crossed. Like it's I'm nervous for this one. I'm really nervous. So I don't know. I get nervous at a lot of West Ham games, but I don't know why. This one, it's big. We have we could possibly go third in the table. Huge. So yeah, I think it's going to be a good one. Like I said, come and say hello if you do see us up there, and come and have a fan cam. Look out for everything else we've got coming up. Thankfully, the international break's over, so back to regular programming. Leave your comments down below in the description. One thing left to say: come on, you Irons.